Hey guys, it's Random Travis, and we are back with Let's Play Persona 4 Arena Ultimax Episode B3, Part 15. Last time we did this little area here with Aegis, and now we're gonna do this area with Akihiko. Chapter, what's that say? 8. This may be 2 parts. Before we're done with this, we'll just have to see. So let's get this started. In order to search for the Inaba Persona users, Mitsuru and I searched the school building for an exit out of the tower. But the interior of the building has been warped into a complex maze. I don't think we'll get out that easily.
I'm detecting a set of stairs just up ahead. Would you please try going down a floor?
Got it. Let us know if anything else comes up.
This maze is rather troublesome. We must hurry on.
Mitsuru mutters to herself after she and Fuka end their conversation, and her voice sounds tenser than usual. It looks like something's on her mind, so I decided to talk to her.
Are you still upset at how you and his friends got caught up in this?
I am, but what truly bothers me is how I cannot get a full grasp on the Sho Minazuki character, who has been behind everything.
Are we sure he's a persona user? When he fought against Labras, he didn't use a persona.
In addition to that, the one who called himself the person behind Labras' disappearance said that he had no persona. Granted, that could have been an act to confuse us, but that still seems like a very unclear way of doing things. It's hard to believe that what he said was just an act.
When I spoke directly with Minazuki, I saw his persona myself. This matches with what Narukami and his friends attested.
Could he have an accomplice?
An accomplice. Akihiko, this is only a hypothesis, but what if there were 2 Minazukis to begin with?
2? You mean the one who called himself Sho and the one who called himself Minazuki are 2 different people?
No, his personalities changed before our very eyes. There's no doubt that they're the same body. But what if this isn't a case of multiple identity disorder? What if the 2 truly are completely separate personalities existing in the same body?
Completely separate? What do you mean?
Mitsuru-senpai! I'm detecting a shadow just up ahead of you.
We immediately stop talking about the boy when Fuka's voice reaches us. There's only one door ahead of us at the end of the hallway. I don't see a way around whatever's in our path.
It'd be too much trouble to try to head back. Let's break through here, Mitsuru.
It seems there's no other way. The situation is growing more and more dire by the moment. We must deal with this as quickly as possible.
We rush to the door and charge inside. On the other side is a normal classroom. Well, normal if you ignore the bizarre decorations all over, with a blackboard, lectern, and rows of desks. What's a lectern? I don't even know what that is. A lectern. I assume that's what that word is, but I don't know what that is. The ace detective of Inaba is waiting for us here.
It's been a while. You 2 seem to have made it out of your predicament. How does it feel to have been rounded up like that?
This Naoto is a fake. There's no reason to doubt it. But it's well made. It would be hard to tell the difference unless you had shadow detecting abilities like Fuka. If the enemy's goal wasn't to carve off pieces of our personas in battle, these accurate doubles could easily have been used as weapons against us.
Enough idle conversation. Let's get this over with. We don't have a lot of time.
Wait, Akihiko.
As I get impatient to go into battle, Mitsuru's voice stops me. Ha. True. I guess we should listen to the fake's dying words. We may be able to gain some clues after all.
There's something I want you to tell me before I slay you.
What is it? You can ask, but it doesn't mean I'll answer.
Who created you fake people? Who is Minazuki?
That's an odd thing to ask. Didn't you meet him yourself only a few moments ago? You should ask him yourself. And again, you won't be given that chance as you'll never leave here.
I think I just chose Mitsuru, even though we're supposed to be playing as Akihiko. Oh well. I have a feeling there may be more than one fight. So, next time we can choose Akihiko. Assuming there's a choice.
I'm coming for you!
Victory smiles upon us.
That was enjoyable. Please sit back and enjoy the spectacle of extinction. Well.
With an irritating jeer, the fake Naoto begins to crumble. Jeer? No, I think that's what it looks like. I assume that's how you pronounce it. The red pillars disappear as well, and a set of stairs leading downwards appear inside the classroom.
Mitsuru-senpai! Akihiko-senpai! Are you alright?
Yeah, no problems on our end. The shadow disappeared before we could get any information out of it, though.
We can't waste any time. Let's keep moving while we talk.
Okay, please head down those stairs then. That should get you out of the tower.
We follow Fuka's directions and head for the exit. Along the way, I decide to pick up our discussion on Sho's true character.
Mitsuru, back to what we were talking about earlier. It looked like Sho changed right in front of us. He switched personalities. What makes you think that it's not the ordinary form of split personality?
Do you recall the conversation in the limo about Ikutsuki's personal experiments? I said there was an indication that a plume of dust was used.
You mean the human experimentation we were talking about? That's definitely something a guy like Ikutsuki would have come up with.
What if Ikutsuki's experiments on Minazuki involved transplanting a plume of dust into a living person?
What? Why would he do something like that?
Considering that it could have been part of Ergo Research's attempts to create artificial persona users, it makes sense. It's most likely that Ikutsuki implanted a plume of dust into Minazuki in order to intentionally try to force a persona to appear. But Sho Minazuki didn't awaken to the persona ability. That much can be gathered from the fact that Ikutsuki labeled the experiment a failure.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That bastard performed terrible experiments on young children, all for his own gain, and he called this a failure? Ikutsuki put something strange inside a living person and simply wrote off what he did as a failure. That only proves how insane he'd been.
Contrary to Ikutsuki's expectations, though, the experiment had a different result.
What? Don't tell me.
If a plume of dust was implanted into the body of a person who already had a personality, what would happen?
A plume of dust stimulates the creation of an ego. So it's not out of the question
In other
that it would
words, it
create a new
wasn't split
personality in the same
personalities
body.
in Cho's mind, but two completely different entities in the same body. The original Sho and the personality that was created with the plume of dust was put inside him and now calls itself just Minazuki.
According to the records, after the operation, Minazuki entered a vegetative state after some time. Thus, Ikutsuki let go of Minazuki. He was then transported to a hospital in the suburbs of Inaba, and there are no records of Minazuki from there on. What happened from that point on, I can only speculate. But I wonder what sort of life Minazuki led after he regained consciousness.
Mitsuru's expression softens. Softens. Even if Minazuki was created by Ikutsuki, this is just one last way that Ikutsuki's ghost still haunts us. Ikutsuki's research only followed similar experiments created by the Kirijo group. If Sho's past is as Mitsuru describes, then he's yet another victim of the Kirijo group, not just an enemy to be defeated. Not long after we pass through the main entranceway, we see a path leading to the school's main gate. The school's main gates, which are painted in a strange pattern. Beyond that, nothing but red fog. There's no telling what state the town is in right now.
Labra said that she wanted to speak with Minazuki. And now, so do I.
We'd better rescue Yukiko's group and get back here then.
Indeed. Let us accomplish our duties with haste.
There's no point in denying that Kirijo is partly responsible for this series of cases. The truth won't change, and it's obvious that this is weighing heavily on Mitsuru's shoulders, since she is the head of the Kirijo group now. That's why I believe I truly understand how Mitsuru felt when she made the choice to step back from the front lines earlier and trust in her comrades. That's how it should be. Our teammates are all reliable who will follow our lead.
Fuka, what's Yukiko's position?
I sense something southeast of there. Please be careful.
As Fuka communication cuts off, the school building behind us makes a groaning sound. It's so loud, I get the feeling that there isn't a lot of time left. Mitsuru and I nod to each other before we begin running towards town. To be continued. How long was that? Not very long. Alright, well, not very long, but I think I'll go ahead and end the episode or part here and continue with Mitsuru in the next part. Thanks for watching. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.